Bugungi darsimizda Cambridge 12 Test 8 Section 1 analizini ko'rib chiqamiz va birinchi navbatda savollarni o'qib olishimiz va bizdan nima kutilayotganligini tushunib olishimiz kerak bo'ladi. Keling shu ishni qilamiz hozir. Xo'p, Section 1, questions 1 to 10, one word or and a number, faqatgina bitta so'z yoki raqam yozishimiz kerak bo'ladi. Va bu qismda cycle tour leader, demak velosiped turidagi lider, applicant inquiry, demak bu qismda demak ariza topshirayotgan odamning so'rovlari. Example, name Margaret Smith, demak bu taxminiy emas endi bu. Example answer da qisqasi. Bo'ldi, boshqa komment bermayman bunga. Seriously. Keyingisiga. About the applicant, demak ariza topshiruvchi haqida wants a job. Qanaqa job bo'lish xohlar ekan? Demak adjective bo'lishi mumkin. Wants a stable job, wants a good job, wants a bad job, wants an interesting job, a beautiful job. Qisqasi sifat bo'ladi. Admin job, reception job, office job. Shunaqa narsalar bo'lishi ehtimoli juda ham katta. Keyingisiga o'tamiz.
And you will have to
Stop. Keyingisiga o'tamiz. Will soon start to work as demak tez orada ishni boshlar ekan kimdir sifatida. Work as a banker, work as a librarian. Demak kasb turi bo'ladi, kasbning nomi bo'ladi bu qismda. Has led cycle trips in, demak in place, in hometown, in city, in villages. Joy bo'ladi, qaysidir joylarda, katta joyda cycle triplarni anaqa qilgan, boshqargan. Interested in being a leader of cycling trip for families, is currently doing voluntary work with members of a club. Demak hisobda qanaqadir klubni memberlari bilan, ishtirokchilari bilan volunteersga ishlar qilayotgan ekan. O'shani topishimiz kerak. Health club, beauty club, youth club, teenager club, elderly club. Shunaqa ot keladi, lekin sifat bo'lib keladi. Available for 5 months from the 1st of, demak oy bo'ladi. June, April, September. Can't eat, nimadir yeolmas ekan. Meat, beans, fruit, apple. Qisqasi shunaqa allergiyasi bo'lsa kerak. Contact details: address 27 something place, Darxon Place, Dumfries. Demak o'qishimda spelling bo'lishi aniq. DARXAN bo'ladi masalan. Postcode ABC 77 PQ masalan letter bilan number bo'lishi katta ehtimoli bor. Interview at 2:30 on, demak 2:30 da qaysi kunda? On Monday yoki on 17th October masalan sana bo'lish ehtimoli juda ham katta. Will plan a short about being a tour guide. Demak o'shunda tour guide bo'lish haqida nimadir qisqa nimadir plan qilar ekan. Short story bo'lishi mumkin, short interview bo'lishi mumkin, short presentation bo'lishi mumkin. Shunaqa narsalar tayyorlaydi. Ko'ramiz buni, eshitib savollarga javoblarni topishga birgalikda harakat qilamiz. Ketdik.
There will be time for you to read the instructions and questions.
Come on.
Test 8. Smith. So Smith has been written in the space.
Book example answer.
Now we shall begin.
Begin.
You should answer the questions as you listen, because you will not hear the recording a second time.
Let's go.
Listen carefully and answer questions 1 to 6.
1 to 6, let's go.
Hello, Pembroke Cycling Holidays. Bob speaking.
Oh, hello. I've seen your advert for people to lead cycle trips. Are you the right person to speak to?
Yes, I am. Could I have your name, please?
It's Margaret Smith.
Are you looking for a permanent job, Margaret?
No, temporary. I've got a permanent job start.
Are you looking for a permanent job? Doimiy ish xohlasanmi? Yo'q, temporary dedi. Temporary bo'ladi job. Voy. Temporary degani vaqtinchalik degani. Permanent job degani doimiy degani. Qisqasi wants a temporary job because I have a permanent job dedi. Javob aytadi hozir ikkiga.
In a few months' time. and I want to do something else until then.
What work do you do?
This will probably sound crazy. I used to be a lawyer, and then I made a complete career change, and I'm going to be a doctor. I've just finished my training.
Right. And have you...
We'll start work as a doctor bo'larkan javob. O'z ko'rgancha nima ish qilasan o'z dedi. Doctor. Lawyer edim, lekin career change qilishga qaror qildim-da, doktor bo'lishga qaror qildim. Hozir trainingimni tugatdim, doktor bo'laman dedi qisqasi. Bu example answerimiz uchun Margaret Smith, are you looking for a permanent job? Margaret dedi, yo'q dedi, temporary job kerak menga dedi. Bu job demak. Bu birinchi savolimizga javob. Keyingisi. This will probably sound crazy. I used to be a lawyer. Mana lawyer edim. I made a complete career change and going to be a doctor. Demak, doktor bo'laman. Trainingimni tugatdim dedi. Qisqasi, will soon start work as a doctor bo'ladi javob.
You had any experience of leading cycle trips?
Yes, I've led several bike tours in Africa. The trip to
In Africa, Afrikada bike tourlarni yuritgan ekan. Afrikada yuritgan ekan bike tourlarni ko'ramiz, davom etamiz.
India that I had arranged to lead next month has now been cancelled. So when I saw
Xo'p, Indiyani arrange qilishganda, lekin cancel qilishdi dedi. Mana. I've led several bike tours in Africa. The trip to India lead next month has now been cancelled. Indiyadagilar cancel qilishgan ekan.
you were advertising for tour leaders, I decided to apply.
Okay. Now, we normally have 2 or 3 leaders on a trip, depending on the size of the group. Some tours are for very experienced cyclists, but we've got a tour coming up soon in Spain, which is proving so popular we need an additional leader. It's a cycling holiday for families. Would that suit you?
It certainly would. I enjoy working with children, and I probably need some more experience before I go on a really challenging trip.
That tour includes several teenagers. Have you worked with that age group before?
Yes, I'm a volunteer worker in a youth club where I help people to
Youth clubda volunteer worker dedi. Demak, members of a youth club bo'ladi bu. Youth club. O'qib qolamiz. Qisqasi o'tda teenagerlar bor, experiencing bormi dedi. Yeah, I'm a volunteer worker in a youth club dedi. Youth clubda, yoshlar klubida volontyorlik qilaman dedi. O'sha uchun javob bo'ladi.
improve their cycling skills. Before that, I helped out in a cycling club where I taught beginners.
Well, that's great. Now, the trip I'm...
Sorry, o'z ko'rganingizdek, currently doing work, I'm a volunteer worker. Demak, youth club bo'ldi. Lekin bu qismda keyingisiga qarang. I have helped out in a cycling club where I taught beginners dedi. Before that, undan oldin cycling klubda qatnashganmanda, beginnerlarga yordam berganman. Lekin javob cycling club bo'lmaydi. Hatto cycling club yozsaydi xato bo'ladi. Chunki is currently doing, hozir qilyapti degan savolga javob berishimiz kerak. O'shanga e'tiborli bo'lishing kerak bo'ladi bu qismda.
mentioned is just for a fortnight, but there might be the possibility of leading other tours after that. Would that fit in with your plans?
That'd be fine. I'll be free for 5 months. My job is due to start on October the 2nd, and I'm available from May the 1st until late September.
From May the 1st until late September. 1 maydan sentyabr oxirlarigacha bo'sh bo'laman dedi qisqasi. 1st of May bo'ladi javob. Chunki 2 oktyabrda ish boshlanar ekan. Well, we're leading other tours. Would that fit in with your plans? That would be fine. I will be free for 5 months. My job is due to start on October the 2nd, so I'm available from May the 1st. Date September. Job May the 1st bo'ladi.
Good. Now, is there anything I need to know about the food you eat? We usually have 1 or 2 people in the group who don't eat meat or have some sort of food allergy, so we're always very careful about that.
Yes, I'm allergic to cheese. Would that be a...
Cheese dedi. Ko'rganingdek. Nima dedi? Xo'p, nima biror narsa dietary requirementlaring bormi? Nimadir yonmaydigan joylaring bormi? Chunki bir ikkita odam meat uqlamay o'sha narsaga e'tibor beramiz dedi. Ha dedi. Cheese, I'm allergic to cheese. Cheese'ga allergiyam bor dedi qisqasi. Meat bo'lmaydi javob. I'm allergic to cheese dedi. Pishloqga allergiyam bor dedi.
Problem?
No. As long as we have enough notice, we can deal with that.
That's great.
Before you hear the rest of the conversation, You have some time to look at questions 7 to 10.
7 dan 10 gacha bo'lgan savollarning javobi o'qib chiqishimiz kerak demoqchi. O'qib chiqish kerak. O'qinglar.
Sounds really interesting. Would you like me to fill in an application form?
Yes, please. Where should I post it to?
Could you send it to 27 Arbuthnot Place?
Arbuthnot dedimi? Qisqasi, spell qilishni boshladi. Arbuthnot. Xo'p, nima qilish kerak bu qismda? Hamma biladi. Birinchi navbatda Arbuthnot Place deb o'sha vaqtda yozib oling. Arbuthnot Place. Nima eshitsangiz o'sha narsani yozib oling. Undan keyin bemalol o'zgartirishlaring mumkin bo'ladi, chunki masalan klaviaturada qiyin bo'lsa ham, lekin qo'lda mana R-ni shunday ustiga chizib bir narsalar yozish oson bo'ladi. O'shuning uchun ham birinchi navbatda yozib olinglar, baraka topkurlar nima deganini. Chunki bu oson bo'ladi. Masalan A R B deyotganda sizlar A R B ni yozishga e'tibor berasizda, o'tkazib olishning ehtimoli kattaroq. O'shuning uchun ham birinchi yozib olish kerak nima deyilganini. Eshitamiz.
In an application form?
Yes, please. Where should I post it to?
Could you send it to 27 Arbuthnot Place? Arbuthnot Place, Dumfries.
And what's the
ARBUTHNOT dedi masalan Arbuthnot qisqasi A asmas UTH bo'lish kerak bo'lgan. Masalan, uchta harfda xato qilganim uchun, masalan, qolganlarini to'g'ri yozib qo'yganim uchun qiyin bo'lmadi menga. Shunaqa bo'ladi sizlarda ham agar yozib olsanglar. Shunaqa, mana maslahatim shu edi. Postcode.
Code, please.
DG74PH.
Was that P Papa or B Bravo?
P Papa.
Got that.
P Papa or B Bravo dedi. P mi B mi dedi? P dedi. Xo'p, tushuntirib olamiz. Xo'p, 27 Arbuthnot ARBUTHNOT Place Dumfries dedi. What's the postcode dedi. DH74PH dedi. Mana javoblarni ko'rib oldik. Qisqasi bu qismda qiyin emas unchalik. 9 dan 10 ga o'tamiz.
If you could return the application form by Friday this week, we can interview you on Tuesday next week. Say 2:30? Would that be possible for you?
Yes, it's fine. You're quite a lot.
Tuesday next week. Would that be possible for you? On Tuesday bo'ladi. Tuesday. Hop. Hozir jo'natib yuborsang, Tuesday deb qilishimiz mumkin edi qisqasi mana. If you could return the application form by Friday this week, shu hafta Friday da beradigan bo'lsang, intervyuni keyingi hafta Tuesday ga qo'yishimiz mumkin. Xavpastu 2:30 da bo'ladimi senga? Bo'ladi dedi.
Long way from where I live, so I'll drive over on Monday. Should I bring anything to the interview?
We'll have your application form, of course, but we'll need to see any certificates you've got that are relevant in cycling, first aid, or whatever.
Okay.
And at the interview, we'd like to find out about your experience of being a tour guide. So, could you prepare a 10-minute talk about that, please? You don't
Could you prepare a 10-minute talk dedi qisqasi? Nima dedi?
need slides or any complicated equipment. Just some notes.
Talk dedi qisqasi. Xo'p, nima dedi? Qisqasi bizga sertifikatingni olib ketdi. Plus seni experiencingni ko'rishimiz uchun iltimos 10 minutlik talk yaratib ber. Menga slayd boshqa birorta texnika kiramiz, birorta notlar bo'lsa bo'ldi dedi qisqasi. Shuning uchun javob talk bo'ladi. Well, at the interview, we would like to find about your experience of being a tour guide. So, could you prepare a 10-minute talk about that, please? Talk bo'ladi. We don't need slides or any complicated stuff, just notes. Good.
Right. I'll start thinking about that straight away.
Good. Well, we'll look forward to receiving your application form and we'll contact you to confirm the interview.
Thanks very much.
Thank you, Margaret.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Qisqasi, that's end.
That is the end of section 1.
Shut up. Qisqasi shu bilan bu birinchi section 1 tugaydi, part 1 tugaydi. O'zing ko'rganingdek hamma savollarga javob berishga harakat qildik. Bu juda ham qiyin emas. Tushunmay qolgan joylaringiz bo'lsa, faqatgina bu qismda o'sha skriptlarni underline stroka qilingan joylarni ko'rib, so'zlarni yodlab olsanglar kifoya bo'ladi. Keyingi darsda ko'rishguncha, xayr everyone.